Ladies and gentlemen of the Action Army, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of Answers for Athletes. In today's video, we got a question from Isaac Kroll 3994, who says, can we do plyos plus weights on the same day? Which most of you know the answer to that. I'm going to give you a little bit better of an answer. I'm going to give you a more deeper answer. But he says like 4 plyo exercises ending with hex bar, deadlift, and lunges. I'm not sure how to set up a full workout with just plyos. Thanks. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to give you 4 criteria that you should likely follow. And all of this is just my advice. Do whatever you want to do. This is just my advice. But 4 criteria that you can follow for doing plyometrics and weights and when to do them. But before I give you this, make sure that you comment JUMP, J-U-M-P, down below in the comment section if you want a free bodyweight vertical jump training program. Comment your question if you have a question that you want me to answer in a video just like this. So first things first, I will answer Isaac's question. Yes, you can do plyos and weights on the same day. Most of you know this, but repetition is the mother of skill. So if you already know this, hearing it again is great because repetition is the mother of skill. And just hearing it again might give you some ideas to implement into your own training. So Isaac, of course, you can, well, not of course, not everybody knows this. Yes, you can do plyos and weights in the same day. When you're setting up your workouts, you just want to make sure that you do the most fatiguing things last. You don't want to do something that's really fatiguing and then try to go and like do your jump sessions or something. The only instance, for lack of a better term, that I recommend you do something more fatiguing first is if you have tendon pain. If you have tendinopathy, then I like isos before the rest of your workout. So like in my indestructible knees program, we will do isometrics before we do our plyos. But if you do not have knee pain or your knees feel better or you never had knee pain, make sure that you do the most fatiguing things last. And for everybody who does have tendon pain, still do the most fatiguing things last, except for isometrics. Do those first. So for example, by that, normally this will just give it to you right now. Like this is how I like to categorize my workouts. Warm up first. Then you do your speed, your velocity, your plyometrics. Then you do your power. Then you do your strength. Then you do your hypertrophy. If you are using a mixed training model and you have all of those types of exercises in the same workouts. Now, let's get into the 4 criteria. Number 1, so the last part of your question was, I'm not sure how to set up a full workout with just plyos. That's going to kind of go the same way. You warm up, then you do probably your reactive based plyos like depth jumps, pogo jumps, maybe bounding. For me, sprints are very fatiguing for me. Like I give everything I have to sprints. For some reason that really fatigues me. So I like to do sprints at the end, but you would normally follow the same structure. You would do, speed based, and by speed, I really mean like ground contact time, reactive strength based plyometrics first. Then you would do more of your power plyometrics. Then you would do any of your deep tier plyometrics. And I'd probably do sprints before deep tier plyometrics. But so that's how you would set up the structure of a full plyometric workout. But as far as, the criteria, number 1, you need to do what is best for your schedule, right? For my schedule, the best thing for me to do is adding plyos and strength work in the same day. That's just how I like to train as well. And I'm lucky enough to train at a gym where we have a basketball court. We have space to sprint. We have all the equipment right there, and it's all in the same location. So I can, in the high school, I also train at my high school where I coach a basketball team, and we could do all of that in the same space. I can go lift, I could sprint, I can jump all in the same space. So I guess I'll just put number 2, which is best for accessibility. So number 1, best for your schedule. Number 2, best for your accessibility. These kind of go hand in hand. So if you have a weight room and you don't have a basketball court, or you don't have anywhere to jump, or you don't have anywhere to sprint, then you're not going to be able to do that at the same time. The accessibility is not, in favor of you doing those 2 workouts. You're not going to drive to the gym and then do that and then drive all the way to the park or the basketball court if it's far away. So accessibility plays a big role. One of my athletes, who is on my customized programming, which if you want my customized programming, that's where I take every single thing that I know about you, your children's names. I'm just kidding. But I take your time that you want to be in the gym, the equipment that you have, your previous training history, your previous injury history. I learn everything about you, and then I create a program specifically based on you. One of my athletes in there, he said, hey, you have sprints and then you have weights. It's really hard for me to do that. And I said, okay, let's take the sprints and let's move it to the jump session days. So do the jump sessions and the sprints on the same day, and we'll just keep the other plyos that you can do in the gym and the weightlifting, the strength training in this workout when you're at the gym. So accessibility and schedule, that's going to be number 1 and number 2. Those are really going to be very important. Number 3, you need to do what allows for more progressive overload. So what I mean by this, let me actually say number 4 first. So number 4 is what you need more of, right? So plyos, weights, you really need to take in consideration what you need more of. So yeah, you could do them on the same day, but like, are you a basketball player who hasn't done a lot of strength training? Well, then you're probably going to get a lot of gains from adding more strength work. Are you an LA Fitness meathead who's really strong, but you've neglected plyos for a long time and now you're trying to get more athletic? You should probably add in some more progressive plyos, starting with low-level extensive plyos and then getting more and more intense. So you really need to look at what you need more of when you build your workouts and add in the proper amount of plyometrics versus strength training. And then the reason that I put this last is this is probably the most important point. You need to do whatever allows for more progressive overload, right? If you're wasting time on certain exercises that you really can't progressive overload and aren't going to force adaptations in your body, then you're not using your time wisely. So if you're doing sprints, if you have sprints in your program, but you don't have space to sprint and you're doing like sprints on a treadmill that goes up to 10 miles an hour, bro, you're wasting your time. I mean, you could still do it to check the box, but there might be a more effective exercise that you can put in there. So you have to do what allows for more progressive overload at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, you have to force adaptation in your body. You have to stress the organism in a way that forces it to change. Anyways, these are 4 criteria for adding plyometrics and strength into your video, or not into your video, into your workouts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below, leave your questions if you want me to answer your question in a video just like this, and get my advanced training programs. We got every program out there. We got the vertical jump secret system, Beyond the Rim 1, 2, and 3. We got upper body athlete programs. We got Beyond the Rim Strong and Bouncy, Beyond the Rim Project Plyo. We got Indestructible Knees. We got the customized coaching. We got everything you need to take your athleticism to the next level. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.